Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Purple Curtain Tarot. I'm going to do this Mabon pick a card reading. As we come into the fall, we celebrate the Autumn Equinox and Mabon. So this is a pick a card for today and into say the next 7 to 10 days or so. So card number 1 with the leaf. Card number 2 with the pumpkin. White pumpkin, and card number 3 with the little acorn. So choose your pile. Pile number 1 with the leaf, pile number 2 with the pumpkin, pile number 3 with the acorn, and I'll see you below in the timestamps. And hello, those who chose pile number 1 with the leaf, the fall leaf, the autumn leaf. Your first card from the Halloween Oracle is Scrying Intuition. So I'm going to read a little poem thing. Soften your eyes, begin the trance. Whole worlds are opened, begin the dance. So scrying, of course, is a divination technique of seeing the unconscious images or images from the divine or your guides appear upon or within a surface. And people scry into a crystal ball, black mirror, water, surface of ice, whatever. We do our coffee and tea readings and all sorts of things. So there's all different forms of divination, including this. When you draw this card, you're being asked to, or suggested maybe you want to try doing some kind of scrying over this next 7 to 10 days from Mabon, or over really during the Samhain. As we get into October and Samhain, now it might be a good time to try it. But that's what this card is telling you. It's also telling you, if you don't want to do that, just that you want to develop your intuition further and not rely so much just on the logical part of your mind for all your answers. To have more balance with logic and your intuition and your imagination for true wisdom. So tapping more into your intuition here is the message with the scrying card for you guys. Now, it looks like you guys are going to be sailing into smoother waters after a period of time where it's been a bit rocky. Maybe you've been facing some challenges here this year, in the last few months, I want to say. And, that's been like a burden for you. But now, as we come into the autumn season, you'll be sailing into smoother waters here. Things are going to start to clear up for you. I mean, you're taking the actions. If you're taking the actions you need to take, and solve whatever issues you've been having and do the best you can with that, you'll be moving into smoother waters, clearing those things up, calming things down, and getting over to the other side of that period of time that's been a little rough. I see you here getting passionate about something, getting clear on something, money matters, bringing those back into order. It looks like you're going to be getting things in order that have been out of order. You've had some hurdles, you've had some obstacles, but you're also passionate about clearing those away and getting on the right track here. So you're putting in that effort. You feel very strongly about it. Um, you also are getting clear on how to go about that. And like we started out, trust your intuition more, get more in touch with that, and that'll help you to make decisions. I see you getting building up your confidence and strength. Maybe this something's been kind of knocked you down for a bit. Um, there was confusion. Maybe you didn't know how to handle certain situations. You hadn't had them before, so you didn't know exactly what to do. But it looks like you're using your head. You figured it out. You asked for the help you need, and I feel like you're going to get through that. You're already on your way to getting through that and getting your money. Finances, I'm going to say, better situated here as we come into fall and getting beyond whatever those glitches were for you and hurdles. You have the wish card here. So this is you manifesting that. This is you really desiring to put some of those things to bed, move through those things, and clear them up so you can, relax, take a breath and relax and move past that friction that you've been experiencing. Um, Remember, we will be in Mercury retrograde here, and what's it, 27th? And we've been in um, that foreshadow pre-Mercury retrograde period since, like, I think it was like around the 6th of September. So, and that's gonna be till around October 18th, and then there's that after shadow period, post Mercury retrograde period, where you still have the effects um, through November 2nd, I believe. So, if things still get a little rough or glitchy, know that as we move through that and through this fall season and through the retrograde, you're gonna get clearer. You're gonna get through these things. I feel like you already are getting, going in that right direction at this time. So it's, even if there's another hiccup or two or a bump or a block in the road or something, go around it. You'll find a way because, you're going to come out of that because you are manifesting that. Just keep hopeful and believe and keep pushing forward with whatever it is you're doing, and keep taking those steps to clear that away from your life, So we have the Five of Imps here, and the Knight of Pumpkins, the King of Pumpkins. Well, there's a lot of that pumpkin energy, which is like the Pentacles. So, like I said, I saw that with, I think there was something for some of you with the, some kind of financial issues, unexpected expenses, whatever it was. A lot of people over this last, all this COVID stuff have lost jobs and been in financial situations, they didn't anticipate. So that could be part of this for some of you. For some, it could have nothing to do with that. It's just other issues that came up with regarding finances, is what I'm getting with this reading. Mostly getting a financial kind of vibe here. So I think that's what's been a bothersome thing for most of you. And there's also been some, and there still could be some debating, arguing, or just kind of too many cooks in the soup there, people, a lot of competition perhaps, where you felt like you weren't being seen, where you were struggling to be noticed or seen in that. And I want to say in more like the workspace or in some way that has to do with finances is what I'm getting. So it's like, I want to say there's some things that just aren't worth fighting over anymore. So like if you feel like you didn't win that round, Let that go, but stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself, but don't keep beating a dead horse either. Move on to the next thing and stand your ground there and voice your opinions, share your ideas, and at some point, I think you'll find you will be noticed, you will be heard, because you are manifesting here, and you do have that. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. It's the pumpkins in this deck. So you're going to get your finances in better shape, is what I'm seeing, and with confidence. It's like you just needed to, like a bump in your confidence and self-esteem in some way, and just kind of put yourself out there more. I see you resolving that and manifesting your desires here. So I want to say in finances mostly is what I'm seeing here. That'll be using your head, balancing your head, your knowledge with your intuition. We have with that first card, and getting more passionate about something. The more you believe in something, the more passionate about it you are. The more you know about it, the more you learn about it. The better you'll be at it, and the more you'll get noticed, and the more you'll be able to manifest what it is you're looking for in that area of your life with money, finances, your job, your career. And you also have the Empress, so that's, giving birth to new ideas. Everything you touch becomes fertile. So you're on fertile ground here. You're getting things together. You're moving in the right direction. You're becoming more confident, and you're manifesting. Balance your, intelligence and your wisdom and your knowledge with your intuition. Don't forget about your intuition. Trust your gut when you feel something, and really, practice it. Try to develop that more if you haven't. Okay, that is the messages for pile number 1. Hope that was helpful, insightful in some way. Just keep moving forward, keep building that confidence, and I think everything is going to work out here as we move into smoother waters. Okay, blessed be. Mary Mabon, take care. Hello there, pile 2. Those who chose the pumpkin, pile number 2. Your first card with the Halloween Oracle, you have the Death card. Death, the eternal cycle begins here. Okay. 'Tis not the end, though I may pass in the night. I get to do my time over, although you may get a fright. So, this simply means something is falling away or will do so. So you can begin strong and fresh. There is a great power in this clearing. If you pull this card, at Halloween in particular, but we're doing it on Mabon, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. So, as with the Death card in the tarot, it's the same. It's just ending and a beginning, a clearing the way to begin again, a resurrection of new life in a different, vehicle, in a different body or something. That's, it's just a beginning. And you also have the Tower here and the 5 of Swords. So there's been some kind of battle going on with you guys, something in your life that's been a struggle, a battle, and you feel like you didn't win it, or there was no clear winner here. There was no clear winning, or one of those situations where there's nobody wins kind of situation, just one of those situations, bad, toxic, whatever situations where you walk away, you finish with the battle. There's no real clear winner. It's just one of those situations where you have to accept the outcome, but you're clearing away things with this Tower. There's a disruptive moment here that leads to that Death card. that leads to the new beginning, and you're letting go of this here. So whatever it was is it's over, let it go, try to release that, because even though this could be disruptive and even painful, it's clearing way for something new. You have the four beds here, which is taking rest. Take a time out. You need rest. You need to rest from this energy. If you're going through it now, just, take care of yourself. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself and getting rest. And because you'll recover from this, you'll get through this. You're reassessing some things here, looking at where you've been, and where you want to go. So there's a real theme here in this reading of endings, disruptions, losing battles that you're releasing and letting go. You're reassessing things and resting and seeing where you want to go from here. You also have the Four Pumpkins, which is talking about being very careful with your money, feeling like maybe worrying about money and finances, and maybe you have to. Maybe there's a situation where that's part of this, where you're having some kind of money issue or fearing that, or just have not very secure feelings around money right now. So, save your money and work hard and do what you can do to, you know, make sure you are taking care of that aspect of your life, your livelihood, your finances, and don't overspend and don't go way into debt. And if you already are, start to try to pay back those things little by little, if that's all you can do. But just get moving in that direction so that you're getting yourself out of that financial situation that's leaving you feeling insecure. But really, you really need to rest and take a break and make sure you're doing that regularly, taking care of yourself, moving through this tower moment here. So let's see what else we get here for pile number 2. So there's definitely, see, you get the Knight of Imps. You have been battling something, defending your home, family, your job even. You've stood your ground. A lot of that's behind you now, but you have been dealing with something, it looks like, or you are at this moment, in time. You're dealing with that like a, I don't know, I want to say almost a threat to your livelihood or job or something like that, some kind of insecurity in that area. You've been holding your own, though. You've been standing your ground. You've fought your battles. A lot of them are behind you now. So it's time for you to, regroup, like here, if that's what you're doing, resting, see where you want to go from here. There's a passion here in you to get back on track, is what I'm getting. This is very much like the last reading, actually. King of Pumpkins again, King of Pentacles, Pumpkins. So again, I see this reading is a lot like the last one, where it's dealing more with financial sorts of situations, I think. And not only that, but I want to say like inner growth, or getting passionate about something new and different, and trying and starting something new, perhaps, that will lead to more prosperity and also more fulfillment within you, though. See, because you're changing. Something's really changing here. And you may be starting a whole new career, a whole new different field, or moving even to another place, starting a new job here, and something different than what you've been doing, or for more money or better benefits or whatever it is. But I see changes here, big changes, big transformations here in your life coming up here in the fall. So they are positive changes. It's just that it gets a little rough sometimes. I also see Two of ghosts here, so that's different. That's more of a love relationship kind of energy there. Let's see what that's about. Oh, of course. Let's just throw the cards around. And Six of Ghosts. So, well, I'm seeing a balance here of give and take, so that's good. There's bringing things into balance, give and take, and in a relationship. So there may be a new relationship or just a new energy in an already existing relationship where maybe you've had to, have some serious talks and even some arguments or something, and to come to some kind of understanding. Sometimes, growth can be a little painful or difficult, but as you can grow together in that. I'm talking about healthy communication here and, expressing your feelings and listening to your partner's feelings and coming together here because we do have that Two of Ghosts here, which is like the Two of Cups. And so there may have been for some of you, some challenging moments here in a relationship, but it's transforming into something new, or it's ending and there's a new relationship coming for you because you are transforming here and reassessing things. So that's also a possibility here. This is a general reading, so I don't want to stick with just one line of possibilities here of what I'm seeing, because it's more than one of you watching this. But that's definitely a possibility with these cards and with what I'm getting for you. So either that or that, whichever resonates. And then the Five of Pumpkins. So there's definitely been that out in the cold, financial burdens or struggles or anxiety about finances, battles, changes in job, changes in relationship, perhaps. I want to say you're being asked to just keep moving forward and, step by step, because you will come out of this. You are transforming and it is making way for something more positive for you, more authentic to you, something you're going to enjoy more than what you've been doing now, or a better relationship than what you've had in the past, and that kind of energy. So a lot of things breaking down and crumbling and transforming, but in the end, in the long run, it's going to be making space for something new for you. You've got this card again here. So I want to say that's the Cups. That's not that one. Okay, that's a different card. Same idea though, balance, give and take. Also some nostalgia here, maybe some longing for some things in the past, memories, and so on. You may find yourself through this retrograde and through this period of time thinking about that. Now here's that card again here. So you got two of those. So that feeling out in the cold, feeling insecure. So really you're being asked to move forward, keep going. It's looking like it's been kind of rough. Trust your intuition, get in touch with that higher self and your faith, because in this card too we rely on our faith. This is like a church window here, and it's asking you to rely on your faith, whatever that is for you, whatever that means for you, to get you through this difficult period, because it is kind of looking kind of difficult here for you guys. A rough patch, a transformation. Again, sometimes we have to go through a little bit of a rough patch in order to see what it is we truly want, don't want, reorganize ourselves, regroup, and start on a new road, a new path to something better. And I see that here happening for you. It's going to be better. It's just, it could feel a little rough at times. So make sure you're resting and taking care of yourself. Like I said in the beginning of the reading here, um, just use your head and be careful and be smart and trust your intuition. Um, don't go making any rash decisions about anything. Um, like I said, be careful with your money and don't be freaking out about it and nervous. And I know that's hard to do when you're in this kind of situation. Believe me, I've been there, done that. But try to not make yourself sick stressing. Take the actions and things you need in order to get yourself out of that. It's coming to an end here with the death card and that tower, and it's transforming. So you're just going through that period of transformation and coming out into something new that will be more prosperous for you and maybe a happier relationship and that kind of thing. There is what I'm seeing. So keep the faith, keep pushing forward, trust your intuition, connect with that higher self, with your spiritual beliefs, rely on that and dedicate yourself to that. Make sure you are, you know, have faith that things will work out and keep doing the things you need to do to get you where you want to be. All right, that is the reading for pile number 2. Um, so happy autumn, blessed be, take care, bye bye. And little pile number 3, those who chose pile number 3 with the little acorn, your first card out is the owl. The owl. Wise seeing and wise action. Okay. Silent winged and wise, all seeing creature of the night, show me the way, I will follow you in flight. So this card is asking you, you may need to seek counsel in a situation where you're not sure of what you're doing. It could be legal or anything where you're not an expert and you have to deal with a situation. So you may need to seek out someone who knows more than you about it, or if it is, it's just asking you to use your own wisdom. Consider every action before, consider everything before you make any decisions. Think about it. Don't do anything rash. Think before you act. Don't act out of emotion. And think more and strategically, logically, and not impulsively or out of emotion. And that is the energy of that card. That is the message. Think before you act. Use your wisdom. Or if you can't figure something out on your own, if it's something you don't understand, then ask an expert what to do, whether, a legal expert, financial expert, whatever, a counselor, whoever, a spiritual person, teacher, and that kind of thing. If it's something you don't know, then ask someone who does, and that's what you're being asked to do there. You have, I see you releasing some burdens here as we're getting to the completion here of some situation that's been a burden to you. You've had to fight, you've had to stand your ground in some way, you've had to defend yourself in some ways, it's looking like. In a relationship or in, it could be in anything really, it could be any kind of situation, which is why you might need to seek counsel for something. But a lot of that's behind you already. So you've stood your ground, you fought some battles here in the previous months, in the summer, let's say. And now I feel you're going to be getting past those burdens. You're at that 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands, where it's behind you now. You're coming to the completion of that situation. And you're finding something new. You're going to start something new and you're very passionate about it. You are blocked here in some way, so you're not seeing something clearly, which again, if it's something maybe you don't understand, it's happening, seek counsel, ask people who you know, professional or friends or whatever, who you know about this kind of thing, and just see what kind of good advice they have for you or knowledge they have about it, because there's something here you're not seeing clearly. I'm also seeing your heart space blocked. You're guarding yourself, protecting yourself. So maybe there's been some sort of situations with love kind of relationship where you've had your heart kind of broken or wounded in some way, and now you're kind of being guarded. You're also, again, not seeing something clearly. There is healing here from that, I see. And also, I do see you coming into, being prosperous here. You're very prosperous here again. There's 2 cards there showing me there's finances in order. Finances coming in order. Prosperity. You've worked hard. You've done a lot to improve your situation here. And you should be doing pretty well, getting to that point where you feel like you're doing pretty well. You've got all these pentacles here, reassessing, reevaluating, starting something new, but you definitely have prosperity here and contentment in that aspect. So I think whatever's been an issue here for you has not been really about money so much as more personal kinds of issues with relationships and that sort of thing. Doesn't have to be romantic, could be family stuff and friends and just any kind of relationships where it's been giving you problems and being challenging and difficult. Those, that happens. You've been feeling in the dark about something here. You've been feeling in the dark about something here with something to do with relationships. So this could be someone you are, family member, your partner, whoever it is. I do see someone giving you a bit of grief here. It's been a challenging thing. I don't think it's done yet. I think you're still carrying that one last burden there. It's coming to completion, but it isn't. And I think there's healing that needs to be done with regards to that as well. You have temperance there. So what I want to say is, how to, in one way you're kind of confused and not seeing something clearly. You're definitely in the dark about something here. So I think what the problem is that you just don't have all the information. Someone's frustrating you because they're not being open with you. They're not telling you what's going on. They're not telling you what's wrong. They're just acting in a way like something's wrong, but they're not telling you. So that's the frustration there that you might be dealing with here. But whatever that is, I feel like you're going to figure out a way to get through to that person, or they're going to come around and be more open, because you do have this card here. You're going to triumph, be triumphant over that. It's going to work out. You have a lot of you got a lot going on. I think you're very busy and you got a lot going on, and that one thing, that one area of your life is where you're kind of having some problems, but it looks like everything else is running pretty smooth. It's just like that, that pebble in your shoe, that thorn in your side kind of thing. Like, there's a lot going on that's going good, but you got that one thorn sticking in you, and that's got to do with relationship and a personal relationship. And so that's something I think you're going to need to work on some more, or give it a rest for a while and then see what happens there. But I do see that, coming to a close one way or the other, but I see you being, feeling good about it here as we move into the autumn. So something will change in that. Well, you got the see what I'm saying? You do have something that's just hurtful. It's hurtful to your heart, and that's something you've been dealing with. And that's what I was saying. That's the thorn in your side. So even though you're doing well in a lot of ways, there's that one thing that's gnawing at you. Let me get one more card for that, just because you don't have all the information. There's something you're just not seeing, and it's because they're not letting you see it. You know, like I said, somebody's not being honest, or they're just not being open, and yeah, it's causing you a lot of grief. This could be a child of yours. This could be your partner. This could be a sibling. This could be anybody. You need to be strong through that, because I see that it's going to be a real challenge here. But like I said, it is going to move. Whether you just decide to release and let that go, or you find another way to work it out. You do need healing, and you will heal. I do see that healing energy. So you're going to heal that heart of yours. It's going to work out one way or the other, and you're going to release it, let it go, and heal. But it's going to take some time. It takes a little time for this kind of thing. Doesn't happen in one day. Anything that's hurting your heart that much, it's not going to be healed in one day, you know. You'll have to keep working on healing that. Take care of yourself. I don't know if you're going to be able to solve it. Some of you, I think, will. Some of you, I think it's going to be more of a walking away from it. Letting it go, releasing it. Even as hard as that is. See, you get that. So, like I just said, some of you are going to let it go. It's going to end. One way or the other, it's ending, transforming. But you're victorious over it. So, I mean, I think in the long run, you're going to feel better about it. I can't tell you, because it's a general reading, how exactly that's going to happen, but there's healing here. There is a resolution. Whether that's you resolve it, or you break it apart and let it go and release that persons from your life. Either way, you're going to heal from it. It's painful, but you're strong. And I do see that you'll feel better in the long run once that's resolved, whichever way that happens. Okay? So that is the reading for pile number 3 with the acorn. Yeah. So there you go, Mary Mabon. Have a wonderful autumn season, and take care of yourself. Blessed be. Bye-bye now.